Just like, hold on. I kept asking, like, is this legit? Like, how did y'all find me? And he's like, oh, I believe I told you I found you on Instagram. Da, 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 da. This is like, you're in good hands. Oh, am I? You guys are scammers. Like, how am I in good hands? Please explain. Y'all can see the amount, $2,450, right? And she was like, did it ever occur to you something like that this check something's wrong with it? So she's saying, did it ever, like, something weird occur to you about that? And I'm just like, no, like, I'm just going with what they were telling me. Like, I didn't even think about this type of stuff, da, 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 da. Like, why does this matter? Like, that's what I told her. And I'm like, on that part, it probably sounded bad, but I'm like, why does it matter? Like, I called y'all about something else. I'm confused. Like, I'm just depositing my check, you know, type stuff. And she was like, oh, it does matter because it's fraud. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keandra, back at it again with another video. And don't mind my appearance, I'm just trying to push a few videos out right now because I really been slacking and I'm just in a mood to record. Y'all are here to hear the story time of the time I got scammed. Sis, I got scammed. And I just want to put a quick disclaimer out there. The actual company, like the actual boohoo company, had nothing to do with this. So I don't want any confusion. I'm not trying to get sued for falsifying like stuff. So there were some boohoo imposters. And I really want to tell this video just to like warn people, warn young, like especially people like my age. Because I feel like scammers are really like using social media to target the younger community because they just are. They maybe feel like be more naive, and it's like nowadays on social media, like everybody looking for that they next big shot, they next big chance. Everybody looking to blow up overnight or get an opportunity, have somebody reach out to them with this big old opportunity. And sometimes it can sound so good that you get like like the red flags, they just weren't like they weren't ringing and going off in my head as loud as they should have been. So I'm about to just tell y'all, I got receipts and everything. I'm about to just jump into this video and tell y'all about the time that I got scammed by boohoo imposters. What's up, y'all? I'm just editing this video real quick. I know y'all probably like, girl, you talk too much. Get into the video. But I just want to drop in here and say, please, please, please like this video. Give it a thumbs up before it even starts. It'll help my engagement go up. It'll help YouTube push this video out to more people. I'm dropping a lot of gems and tea in this video. I feel like it's very entertaining, but you definitely can learn from it. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into it. Don't skip a second. Okay, get the full story. Let's get it. So we about to go way back to the beginning. I got an email, and keep in mind, like my business email is posted on my Instagram as well as in the description box of my YouTube, like all my YouTube videos, right? I received an email from some man basically saying, it was like it said model call for boohoo or something. Email asking me would I like to be in an upcoming boohoo photo shoot. I ain't gonna lie, the first time I read the email and everything, I did, like, I will show y'all screenshots. I kept asking, is this legit? How do I know this is legit? Because I never like had a company reach out to me unless it was a hair company on YouTube for like a YouTube review. And another thing that I automatically thought was, what would make boohoo target me? Because I'm smaller, right? So that was the main thing I'm worried about. I'm like, okay, they claim they found me on Instagram because I have my email in my Instagram, but I only have like, what, 2,000 or something followers. So I'm just like, what will make them target me? Because I know, like, when it comes to working companies, I already know it's a give or take, and like views and followers and all that stuff matters. So I already got that in my head. But anyway, that was one red flag. So then I'm just like, okay, maybe, I'm like, Keandra, just stop thinking like that. Like, maybe they just want to work with you. Like, maybe they just, I don't know. And I'm just like, I don't even have enough picture. I don't know. I'm just going through stuff in my head, but I'm still ignoring it, going through with it. So they start asking me for like my information, like my address. They can find a spot for the photo shoot that's near my house, and so that I don't have to, so that there's no travel conveniences and all this stuff. So we going along with this. So the shoot was scheduled. This is another, these are another red flags. The photo shoot or whatever, it was supposed to be scheduled for the 7th and 8th of February, like the weekend of the 7th and 8th. Then after a while, it's like, okay, like this date is slowly approaching. Then it gets pushed back to the weekend of like Valentine's Day weekend. Like Valentine's Day was like on Friday, so like Saturday and Sunday it's supposed to be like the 15th and 16th, and then it ends up getting pushed back again. But keep in mind, like, they weren't just telling me, hey, we pushing a shoot back, or the shoot is this time. I remember like we was approaching a shoot or whatever like that, and I haven't heard anything from the person. I'm just like, okay, if it ain't no shoot, I done took off work for the weekend. I'm just like, okay, whatever, it ain't no shoot. I'm missing out on coins, effing around with some scammers. I had started having problems with my phone company, whatever. So long story short, I wasn't using my number that I was originally using to text this person that claimed to be, their names claimed to be Alec, A-L-E-C. So I'm texting this man named Alec, supposedly. So I text him off a whole different number. I'm just telling him, hey, this is a different number I'm about to be contacting you on, just in case you was texting me off that old number, like, what happened to the shoot, whatever. I haven't heard anything from you. And he like, oh, yeah, I believe, like, I remember your name or whatever. Because I guess it's supposed to be multiple people in this shoot or whatever. So that basically means it was other people that they was trying to scam. So it's supposed to be like a group photo shoot or whatever. And they like, oh yeah, like you were scheduled for the 28th and 29th, I believe, da 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 da. And I'm like, what? Like you told me the 15th and 16th. So that's why I've been had that in my head and I haven't heard from you. So I just said, like, forget it. Like, I'm sorry for the miscommunication. It was supposed to be the 20. So that was your way of pushing it back. Because keep in mind, like, whole time there is no shoot, y'all. There is no shoot. So I'm just like being naive. I'm being in la la land. Mom was telling me at first, like, okay, like, wait, shoot, da da da, you know, because people, people be sex trafficking. There be a lot of stuff going on in the world. Like, you got to make sure this is legit, whatever. So they telling me, like, in the way beginning, they had sent me this contract to sign. I never signed anything. The deal was that I was gonna model for them. We was gonna work together or whatever, and I was gonna get some hundreds of dollars. I'm not gonna like put the exact price. Not that it really mattered. But I was supposed to get like some hundreds of dollars from them out of the whole deal and everything. And then rest of the money, because like in total they was sending me $2,450, right? That's the price. But my whole thing is, I don't know why this doesn't go off in my head. A company is never going to pay you before the job is done type stuff. You feel me? Like, why would y'all feel comfortable with sending me that much amount of money? And in my head, I wasn't really thinking about it. Like I said, I was excited. It's just stupid. Like, looking on the back now, I'm just like, how did you not see the red flags, Keandra? But it really got to occurring to me, like, that's like my job that I work at. That's like them paying me before I like work. Nobody's gonna give you that much amount of money and it be legit. And we haven't even like met each other. We haven't did anything. And keep in mind, y'all, we have never spoke over the phone either. That's another. But they wanted, so anyways, back to I know I'm jumping all over the place. So back to the contract. They wanted me to sign this contract. It said boohoo. It was like boohoo contract. And then it had like all the details of what was going on. Like they're like, oh, we'll have permission to use your pictures. We'll have permission to use you in any like upcoming like any advertisement purposes. Da 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 da. You're gonna get this cut of money, and then like we're gonna send you this large amount of money. Which don't make sense. Like, why are you sending me an amount of money like before y'all know what I just said. They were like, we're gonna send you this large amount of money and you're gonna take your cut out of the money once you receive this check or whatever. So keep in mind, I never signed this contract because my mama like, you could be signing your life away and not even know it. Like, don't sign nothing until you get the money. So I'm waiting around. And like the time that the shoot was supposed to be 15th, 16th, whatever, I'm like, okay, I still haven't got no check or nothing like that. Like, this check that I'm supposed to get, that y'all supposed to send my money first. And then, so everything about this shoot, like, it was so many red flags that I ignored. Everything about this was just like fake. And I'm sitting here like excited. Oh, boohoo want to work with me. But of course I wasn't blast. I've been learning, like, you can't blast everything that you do on social media. Like, even your accomplishments, I don't like to do stuff like that until they actually happen. So I'm not talking about it. I ain't told nobody that, like, oh, this boohoo company done reached out to me and I might be working with them. I'm just like, okay, like, because in the back of my head, I was having doubts about it being real. Because I'm just like, what would make boohoo reach out to me? That's what I was thinking the whole time. So clearly, like, my intuition, God himself, was like making me have that feeling that something wasn't right, because it wasn't. And the photo shoot was supposed to be coming up, whatever. This person, even when we were talking about the photo shoot and everything, they even, because they had my address. That's all they had. That's all like the really important information they had was like my address to send me the check and my name and stuff like that, and like my sizes for the clothes. They asked me all this stuff, like if I had previous modeling experience. Put all the screenshots on the freaking screen, but they asked me all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. And they even found the photo shoot place. It was downtown in my city. Like, oh, have you ever heard of this? Just like, hold on. I kept asking, like, is this legit? Like, how did y'all find me? And he's like, oh, I believe I told you I found you on Instagram. Da da da. This is like, you're in good hands. Oh, am I? You guys are scammers. Like, how am I in good hands? Please explain. Fast forward, right? So after talking after going back and forth and everything, just not yesterday, maybe it was like a day or two ago, like 2 days ago, I received a check in the mail. So somebody rings my doorbell or whatever, and it's FedEx, but it's early in the morning, so I didn't answer. I'm not looking for no packages or anything. My mom was on her way home from work. My brother was at school. So I'm like, somebody ring the bell. I'm not going to go check it. I'm just like, somebody just rang the doorbell. And I'm not answering. Story short, it turned out to be FedEx, right? So my mama, she comes in the house. She has a FedEx package or whatever in her hand. And she like, I don't know, Keandra, like, this could be your check. And I'm like, what? Like, and it came in like a super flat envelope or whatever. I still have it. I still actually have it. I'm coming with the receipt. So hold on. I'm finna be right back. And I'm going to cover this up because I got my address and stuff like that on it. This is what this check came in here. And I'm like, Ma, it's a check. Like, why they put it in a FedEx little thing? Hold on, I gotta catch my breath. I just ran up and down some stairs washing clothes. But yeah, so this is the envelope it came in. I'm like, why did it come in this envelope? She was basically saying that since it's like so much money, which should have been again, y'all, this should have been the biggest red flag. Because it's like, why are y'all sending me $2,450? And y'all don't know me. Of course, I'm a good person, so I'm not even thinking like, duh, like people, I may be a certain type of way, but everybody not like that. Why would you get somebody that much money? They could easily say F the shoot and run off and spend the 2 G's, like, and go shopping. So that's why I knew something had to be fishy. But so FedEx came. I'm like, this is literally my expression. I'm like, oh, wow, this is real. This is real. Because it's a check. It's a check. Just keep listening. So I'm holding, you got cute sis. Oh, somebody just commented on my video. This is a check. I don't know if I should put it in the camera or not, but y'all can see the amount, $2,450, right? So this check says that it came from Allstate. Now, mind you, I have a bank account. Like, nobody really does checks like that anymore. I mean, people probably still do, but I ain't all that familiar with checks, like cash and checks and all that. Like, I've cashed a check a couple times in my life, so everything's just direct deposit. So I'm just trusting, like, okay, it's a check. It says date of issue. It got the check number, but Allstate is all over this check. So, and it nowhere on here do it say anything about boohoo or nothing. Like, it don't say nothing about boohoo or anything. Like, it's signed and everything. But y'all, again, this should have been a red flag. Why is this company that wants to work with me sending me this much money? And not to mention, I didn't even mention, y'all, so I was supposed to take my certain amount of hundreds out the money, right? 500 of the dollars they wanted me to cash app to the photographer. The fact that like, this is the biggest red flag. But I'm listening, because I'm like, dude, they trusted me with all this money. Like, I'm listening to everything they telling me to do. But what company in the first place is going to send you this large amount of money and tell you to take some of that money and send to a cash? Like, do you have Cash App, PayPal? No, do you have Cash App or Venmo or this and that, so we can secure our spot in the photo shoot? We don't want to lose our First of all, if this was real, that's like, clearly it's not, but that's unprofessional as a mug for you to tell me to send them some money that y'all, and at the end of the day, if y'all send me this money, just like you quote unquote like did this, like wrote this check and everything like that, why couldn't you do that with the photographer? You see what I'm saying? If you could send me $2,450, why didn't the photographer, like, shouldn't the photographer have been got his cut? Major red freaking flag, right? Oh, and not to mention, this piece of paper that they typed up and like cut off, like it's just like a half sheet of paper, right? This paper says, "Hello, hope this meets you well. The enclosed check is for the purchase of the needed working supplies to get started with the job." So keep in mind, Mom was telling me this too. Why is a company sending you $2,450 and telling you to buy some supplies for the photo shoot? Again, just like y'all cut this check, couldn't y'all cut this check and buy what y'all needed, like me to have for the shoot, and pay the photographer? Why am I paying? Like, why are y'all telling me to pay this photographer with the money that y'all supposedly giving me? Like, none of this was adding up, but still, like, when I say major red freaking flags, but I'm still doing what they telling me to do, right? Being naive and stupid. So anyway, hope this meets you well. This enclosed check is for the purchase of the needed working supplies to get started with the job. Please kindly text your name to, they said their name, I don't think this is real. It says Mrs. Angela Banks. This is not real, y'all. I'm finna get into that. They said text Miss Angela Banks at this phone number soon as the check is received for authorization of deposit before you proceed to the bank teller / ATM deposit machine to make the deposit. Failure to do so will result to rejection of the check at the bank. A deposit slip should also be sent to the email address, like the same Angela Banks person's email address. Please ensure to follow all instructions carefully. So what do? I follow the instructions. So I text this number with my name, and they like, oh, cool. Like, they already know, like, because they wrote this. They're like, okay, she got the check. So since I'm not familiar with checks and all that stuff, I forget, because they like, oh, when are you going to deposit the check or whatever? Like, I'm forgetting that there's this whole, like, you can deposit checks on your phone now through your bank and through your mobile apps and stuff like that. So I go on my phone and I have it on my bank. I'm with Educators. So I go in the Educators app, and it's like Flash Cash or whatever, and it's like screenshot your check, There's the check says there's security features in this paper, so like it can like scan or whatever. So boom, I get the check deposited into my bank account or whatever, and now it's pending for the funds to be released into my y'all, thinking about this is like, this whole situation is like so scary, but it's a huge life lesson. But anyway, I'm waiting, the check is pending or whatever, right? So long story short, they was telling me to cash out $500. That's like half the money, because I guess the photo shoot made up price that they had set was $1,000 or whatever. So $500 was going to him, which again, they wanted me to cash out $500 from my bank account from this supposed money to this cash app that was supposed to be the photographer. So thank God it didn't go through. So I'm trying to get this to work. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get the money to this cash app or whatever, and it's just not working. Like, it failed. It actually, I guess since it was such like a large amount of money, Cash App started asking me to identify myself to make sure that I was the person who I said I was, trying to send this large amount of money to another person. So then they confirmed that it's me or whatever. But the person, they tried to accept the funds, and then like it automatically refunded it to me. And it was like, okay, we need your we need your like social security number, we need your ID. Like, they were trying to like really identify that it was me or whatever. So within 24 hours, they say, okay, it's cool, it's you or whatever. But the payment was still failing. But my whole thing is, when I deposited the check, it's like a 1,900 and something of it was pending, but 500 of the dollars automatically went into my bank account. So they knew this was a fraudulent check, bro. Like, that still scares me to this day. Like, it's so weird. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I found out it was a fraudulent check. Well, clearly y'all can kind of like tell something is up with the check or whatever by the way I'm talking about it. But they knew $500 will only be available because this was a fraudulent check. Like, this money was never going to be available to me in my bank account from what I was told, and they wanted me to cash out them that $500, and that was just going to be their $500. What was going to happen was it was going to come out of my bank account, and then later on educators would have been asking me like, where's that $500 type stuff. Like, it was all a scam. Like, this money was like, this was a fraudulent check. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I found this out. So I had been trying to log in to like my Cash App, stuff like that, using my bank or whatever, or something like that. And I didn't know my bank, like my password, like my online banking password. So I knew my username, but I didn't know my password. So basically I kept getting locked out. And you know, like when you try with educators or anybody, like anything for your email or your password so many times, for security purposes, they're gonna lock you out after so many tries if you getting it wrong. So I caught myself trying to like change my password in the app. I thought I changed it. The next day I tried to log in. It wasn't letting me log in, right? In case that happens, they tell you to call the 1-800 like, you know, customer service number so you can try to get your password and stuff, like reset. So I'm on the phone with the lady. I'm on hold. The lady answers the phone. She's like, hey, I'm so and so from Educate. How may I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm calling to you know, I'm calling about my my password. I need my password reset. Like, I got locked out of my online banking account. So she like, okay, like no problem, whatever. Do you know your account number? And I'm like, no, like I never know my account number by heart. She's like, that's fine. I can look up my social security, like your social security number. So I give her my social number, whatever. And she gets to my account. Sis start questioning me about the check. And I'm just like, she was like, you deposit? I'm just thinking they asking me, like, they ask you a whole bunch of security questions to make sure it's you anyway. But she's asking me questions. I'm just thinking that's a part of the, like, the whole security thing. Like, you deposited a check into your bank account yesterday? And I'm like, yes. And she was like, may I ask, like, what was the company for? And I'm like, oh, I'm working with this company. Their name Boohoo or whatever. And they sent me this money for this big photo shoot that I have coming up. So she's like, okay, I'll be back 1 second. She put me on hold. And I'm like, okay, I called you about figuring out how to go about resetting my password, and you keep asking me questions about this check. So clearly something is wrong with the check, because the whole focus is off of the fact what I called them for, and now it's onto this check. So I'm like, why do they keep questioning me about my check that I just deposited? I'm confused, because I'm just thinking I don't have no idea this is a fraudulent check. Larson is. I'm just thinking. Not actually, I wasn't thinking. That's the problem. But anyway, so she was like, okay, hi, are you still there? I'm gonna transfer you to a lady so you can talk about the check. And I'm like, okay. Y'all, sis done transfer me to the fraud department. And of course they're not gonna say that. Like, when they see fraudulent activity or anything fraud on your bank account, they're not gonna say that. So I'm on the phone with a new girl, and she's like, hi, how may I help you, or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, hi, I don't really know why I got transferred to you. I called to reset my password, but then the lady just told me that she's gonna transfer me to you to talk about this check or whatever. And she just started asking me a whole bunch of questions, and I'm not going on like, why do y'all keep asking about this check? So I'm like, yeah, I deposited a check. She's like, what was it for? And I'm like, it's for a company. Like, I'm like re-explaining myself. And she was like, did it ever occur to you something like that this check something's wrong with it? So she's saying, did it ever, like, something weird occur to you about that? And I'm just like, no, like, I'm just going with what they were telling me. Like, I didn't even think about this type of stuff, da 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 da. And I'm just like, but I don't understand. I'm like, why does this matter? Like, that's what I told her. And I'm like, on that part, it probably sounded bad, but I'm like, why does it matter? Like, I called y'all about something else. I'm confused. Like, I'm just depositing my check, you know, type stuff. And she was like, oh, it does matter because it's fraud. When I tell y'all, I was like this, like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I had no idea. Like, that's literally, I literally did not have no idea. Like, this whole time, these trying to scam me. And they was pretending to be like this big company. They claim they saw my Instagram. Like, for all I know, these people are overseas somewhere trying to, like, literally scam. There was never no boohoo photo shoot. There's never none of that. Like, this was all a freaking scam. So sis, when I tell y'all, sis hopped on my heels. I was like, my mama had to take the phone. I was like, why do it matter? Like, I'm like, I didn't know about this. Like, what don't you get? Like, I don't understand. Like, I had no idea about this. Cause this is like, she borderline snapping on me. And I was just like, and like, excuse me, but whole time she from the fraud department. And I had to keep that in mind. Like, they see stuff like this every single day where people are like doing fraudulent activity with their bank accounts. So she just like, she don't know me from like from a grain of nothing. Like, she don't know me. So she thinking, for all I know, I was in on it because it was a fraudulent check attached to my bank. This was the biggest like life lesson about it being a lesson more than anything, because it go to show you, like, social media has its pros and cons, but you have to use like freaking common sense. Like, yeah, I'm a certain type of way, but everybody is not like that. Like, and that's why I really wanted to make this video, just to warn other teenagers, any other people who like are influencers or like have, I don't know, like put their freaking email just like, no, like when you put yourself out there, or put your email or anything out there, you out there to any and everybody. Like, you out there to scammers, good people, bad people. Like a super like big huge lesson, because the whole time I'm thinking that I got some type of opportunity that done just dropped like out of nowhere. But it just goes to show you, like, follow your intuition and really think about stuff before you, like, because all of these red flags I was telling y'all should have been common sense to me. Like, I'm old enough to know, why would a company send you money before the job is done? Like, why would anybody pay you this large amount of money? And just the whole situation and how it was, it's just crazy. Like, y'all really, I just wanted to say, make this video to let people know, like, it's real life scammers out here. Like, real life people out here that wake up and like scam for a living, and they not caring about none but scamming like, and doing fraudulent activity. And it's like, I don't want no parts in that. Like, I could freaking be in jail right now. Like, let this have been like on a different type of scale. So if anything, it taught me a huge lesson. The end results, both of these numbers, the person I was talking to, like Alec or whatever, got blocked, and then the Angela Banks person got blocked. I mean, of course they was playing stupid, they was playing dumb, and it was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, what's going on, like, what, the check isn't fraud and this and that. Then she attempts to call both numbers, right? Because keep in mind, I had never spoke to any of these people over the phone. That's another red flag. Like, if you're dealing with a major company, they're gonna want to contact you, and like, they gonna make moves, like, let's do this, we're gonna do this. And that's the thing, like, they was not doing that from the jump. Mama went off on them. She told me to block their numbers, and that was the end of that. When she called the Angela Banks person, they answered, they was just breathing on the phone, they didn't say anything. And then she called the Alec person. He said he was so and so from Allstate. That's all we heard, and then he hung up. So anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. I just wanted to tell this story and just have this story out here, just to like I said, when it comes to targeting our generation, like now and stuff like that, everybody is looking for that next big thing, that next big opportunity, especially when you're trying to make it on a wider platform like YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And I just feel like we get so excited, like, oh, this is happening, like, this company reaching out to me, da 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 da. You just forget, like, you lose sight of, this could be fake. This could be fake. I just wanted to put this video out here. If y'all liked this story time, if y'all like this video, make sure you give it a big old huge thumbs up. Please like this video, y'all, or dislike it. Just help the engagement on this video go up, because I really want it to like get pushed out by YouTube, just so it can reach more people, and just like this story can be heard, because I'm pretty sure it's other teen girls out there, or boys, because they said they was looking for male models too. So I feel like they targeting the young community, and y'all just really have to watch out. Any young influencers on this platform or Instagram or whatever, y'all just really got to be careful. yeah, like I said, make sure y'all give this video a big old huge thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. I need the engagement on this video to go up so it can reach more people. And with that being said, thank y'all so much if y'all got to the end of the video and listened to the story time. I hope y'all was able to take something out of it, because best believe I took a lot out of it, a lot in which I should have already, you feel me. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Watch out for these scammers, because they out here, period.
Ever ask what you love, pick up the phone when you home. All I ever ask was you show me some love.